Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. We'll continue our discussion on Damodar Lila, and after completing the chapter, Damodar Lila chapter, we will also briefly discuss the meaning of Damodarashtakam today. So we read up to the 14th sloka of Damodar Lila chapter, 9th chapter. So now we'll start from the 15th chapter. Yashoda. Tamdama badhyamanasya
Taddama badhyamanasya
Svarbhakasya kritagasah
Svarbhakasya kritagasah
Dvengulonam abhuttena
Dvangulonam abhuttena
Sandadhenyacha gopika.
Sandadenyacha gopika. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranama.
Dandavat. Yadasi tad api nyunam
Yadasi tadapi nyunam
tenan yad api sandadhe
tena yadapi sandadhe
tadapi dvyangulam nyunam
tadapi dvi angulam
Yadyat adatta bandhanam.
yadyad adatta bandhanam.
Okay, thank you. So, till now in Damodar Lila, we have seen how Mother Yashoda chastised Krishna, and made an attempt to bind Krishna. Na chantar na bahiryasya na purvam napi chaparam. She is trying to bind someone who is all pervading, who has no inside or outside. He is there everywhere, at all phases of time and at all places. He is Sarva Desha Vyapa and he is Sarva Kala Vyapa. And Mother Yashoda is making a very lofty attempt to bind that Krishna. And every time she is trying to bind Krishna, the rope that she was using was falling 2 fingers short. So she brought so many ropes, but she could not bind Krishna. We discussed all this before. And even the neighboring ladies also were requesting Mother Yashoda, okay, leave it. It's not within Krishna's destiny to be bound. So the Supreme Lord is the source of everything in the universe, and he creates the destiny for everyone based on what they deserve. But he also has a destiny. His destiny is in Yashoda's hands, right? So Krishna's fate is in Yashoda's hands. Okay, so Mother Yashoda writes the destiny of Krishna. So the gopis are saying that Yashoda Mata, just leave it. It's not within his destiny to be born today. But Mother Yashoda says, today somehow or the other I have to measure the extent of my son's waist. His waist is not increasing only, and his waist is as big as my fist, and I am bringing meters and meters of ropes, and I am unable to bind Krishna. I am very much surprised with this, so I must do it. So Mother Yashoda was completely determined to bind Krishna. So seeing this, Krishna became little kind. So let's see. And Mother Yashoda, all the ropes in her house were exhausted. Mother Yashoda could not find any ropes. So she brought ropes from neighboring houses. Okay. Yes, Vishnu Priya. Evam swadeha damani.
Evam swadeha damani.
Yashoda sandadhatyapi.
Yashoda sandadatyapi.
Gopinam susmayantinam.
Gopinam susmayantinam.
Smayanti vismita bhavat.
Smayanti visvita bhavat.
Evam swadeha damani. Swageha means her own house. Mother Yashoda exhausted all the ropes in her own house, and she tried to bring some ropes from neighboring houses, and then joining meters and meters and meters of ropes. And finally, Mother Yashoda could not bind Krishna. Because it's not just our endeavor, we also need Krishna's sanction to be able to bind Krishna. Binding Krishna is not an ordinary thing, that a rope cannot bind Krishna. The rope of love only can bind Krishna. And even that rope of love also, only when Krishna sanctions, it can bind Krishna. Okay. So Krishna, at this moment, he was thinking that I should not get bound. Mother Yashoda is trying to bind me. I have the whole itinerary of the day planned. Today I have to go to this Gopi's house and steal butter from there. I have to go to that Gopi's house and break her pots today. Today I have a big appointment with another Gopi, where I want to throw dirt on the freshly made rangolis. Okay. Or I have to pinch the babies of this Gopi, and all my friends are waiting. So Krishna is very busy. Even as a 2-3-year-old boy, his entire schedule is packed. And if Mother Yashoda binds Krishna with a rope, how will Krishna complete all the tasks that he had? So Krishna did not want to get bound. So Krishna has Satya Sankalpa Shakti. Satya Sankalpa Shakti means whatever his desires, whatever is his desire, that has to become true. Satya Sankalpa Shakti. So his Sankalpa has to become true. Krishna decided not to get bound. Krishna decided to go and steal and do other mischievous activities that he has planned for the day. So Satya Sankalpa Shakti then called Vibhuti Shakti. Vibhuti Shakti, the power of Krishna's opulence. That Vibhuti Shakti manifested in Krishna's belly. Okay. So that Vibhuti Shakti was not allowing Mother Yashoda to bind Krishna. So Krishna's majesty, Krishna's grandeur, his Shakti, his opulence is there in his belly. How can Mother Yashoda bind? She is unable to bind for that reason. So while Mother Yashoda was still continuing with her determination to bind Krishna, Krishna for a moment became kind. So let's see that in the next later verses. Initially Krishna was crying, but finally Krishna became very merciful. Jannat Ruhu Swamatuhu Svinnagatraya. Okay, fine. Yashoda. Swamatuhu Svinnagatraya.
Swamatu Svinnagatraya.
Visrastakabarasrajaha.
Visrastakabarasrajaha.
Drishtva parishramam Krishnaha.
Drishtva parishramam Krishnaha.
Kripayasit svabandhane.
Kripayasit svabandhane.
Swamatuhu Svinnagatraya. Matuhu means mother. Seeing his own mother perspiring. So as Mother Yashoda was perspiring while churning butter also, she was more perspiring while trying to bind Krishna. She already did a lot of hard work in churning butter for Krishna, and then setting the overflowing milk right in the kitchen, and then trying to chase Krishna, then bring Krishna, and trying to bind Krishna, getting more and more ropes, and then joining the ropes with each other. So much of hard work. Krishna made Mother Yashoda do a lot of hard work. Swamatuhu Svinnagatraya. Because she's perspiring, the perspiration, the drops of perspiration are coming from her hairs. Visrasta Kabarasraja. And also the malati flowers on the head of Mother Yashoda were falling down on the floor. Drishtva, Krishna has seen. Parishramam, Krishna has seen the parishrama, the hard work of Mother Yashoda. Kripaya, he became very merciful. Asit svabandhane. Svabandhane is a very important word here. Krishna allowed himself to be bound by Mother Yashoda. And even when Mother Yashoda is binding Krishna, it was Krishna who was binding himself. Krishna thought that I am binding myself to Mother Yashoda's law. Mother Yashoda is binding Krishna, but Krishna thinks that there is no difference between me and Mother Yashoda now. Mother Yashoda's desire is to bind me, and my desire also is to get bound by Mother Yashoda. So thus Yashoda and Krishna became one in their intentions, right, in their purpose. So Mother Yashoda's desire is Krishna's desire now. There is no separate desire for Krishna. Krishna is completely under the control of Mother Yashoda. Kripayasit swabandhane. Here two words are very, very important. One is parishramam. Parishrama means endeavor of a devotee, effort put by a devotee. Second is kripa. Kripa means mercy of Krishna. So devotee's endeavor and Krishna's mercy. So these two are the two fingers that were falling short of when Mother Yashoda is trying to bind Krishna. Every time the rope was falling short of two fingers, right? So it is said that Parishrama and Kripa are the two fingers. So basically, unless Krishna sanctions, Krishna approves, we cannot do anything. So Mother Yashoda was trying to bind Krishna, but unless Krishna approves that endeavor, Mother Yashoda will not be able to bind Krishna. Okay, so this is the greatness of Damodar Lila. So, like as I said in one Q&A session, in the previous session, I think. So, Swamatu, what is that? Krishna has hundreds and thousands of assistants in the form of his energies. So, the energies of Krishna were constantly surrounding Krishna and trying to assist Krishna in his pastimes. While Krishna is absorbed in his mood as a child of Mother Yashoda in this particular pastime. So Krishna desired not to get bound. Then the Satya Sankalpa Shakti called our Krishna and called the Vibhuti Shakti, and it manifested in Krishna's belly, and Mother Yashoda was unable to bind Krishna, isn't it? After that, Krishna became merciful, Kripa. Kripa Shakti came and told Vibhuti Shakti, go out. Ichha Shakti, go out. Satya Sankalpa Shakti, please go aside, not now. So here Satya Sankalpa should be Mother Yashoda, not Krishna. So whatever Yashoda Mata desires, our Krishna is supposed to do, not whatever Krishna decides. So like that, the Shakti of Krishna, the Shaktis of Krishna are constantly surrounding Krishna, facilitating Krishna's Vrindavan pastimes. Okay. So Swamatuhu Svinnagatraya Visrasta Kabarasraja Drishtva Parishramam Krishnaha Kripayasit Swabandhane. So this is endeavor and mercy. Now another beautiful shloka. This kind of gives the importance of entire Damodar Lila. Why Krishna enacts these kinds of pastimes. Jahnavi. Evam sandarshita yanga. Jahnavi, you're able to see? Evam sandarshita yanga. We can't hear you. Divya Gauranga Mataji. Evam sandarshita yanga.
Evam sandarshita hyanga harina nityavashyata svavashena pi krishnena yasyedam seshwaram vashe. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So, evam sandarshita hyanga means, sandarshita means to show darshan, to be, to display, okay, to demonstrate. So, Sukadeva Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj that Lord Hari, Krishna, has displayed this quality of Bhritya Vashyata. Bhritya means servant of Krishna. Vashyata means to come under the control of that Bhritya. So to demonstrate this quality, Krishna has enacted this Damodar Lila. What is that quality? Bhritya Vashyata. Krishna is controlled by the love and affection of his devotees. Okay, so that is the meaning of this shloka. Krishna is controlled by the affection of his devotees. For that, Krishna can relinquish all opulences. Although he is the supreme proprietor of the universe, he can give up that position as a proprietor and he can steal little butter. Although Krishna is the absolute truth, he can keep that designation aside and he can lie in this pastime. Although Krishna is fearful to fear personified, he can keep aside that power and become fearful of Mother Yashoda's stick, isn't it? So like that, Krishna relinquished many of his opulences. He kept aside his godhood to display this quality of Bhritya Vashyata. I am controlled by the love and affection of my devotees. Okay. Svavashenapi Krishnena. No one can control Krishna. Krishna is Svavashena. He is under his control only. Although Krishna can be controlled by himself only and no one else. And not only that, Yasya idam sa Ishwaram Vashe. Yasya idam means this material world, which is controlled by so many devatas, Indra, Chandra, Brahma, and Narada, not Narada, or Shiva. So many devatas are controlling this material universe. Even those controllers also are under the control of Krishna. Yasyedam Seshwaram Vashe. Although Krishna himself is under his control, and although Krishna can control all the other controllers, he came under the control of Mother Yashoda. Okay. To display this quality of Krishna, that Krishna is controlled by the affection of his devotees, Krishna has enacted Damodar Lila. Bhritya Vashyata, Harina Bhritya Vashyata. So Bhritya Vashyata means, you see, who is Bhritya? What is Bhritya? Bhritya means servant, isn't it? Who is Bhritya? Everyone is Bhritya. Ekale Ishvara Krishna Arasabha Bhritya, isn't it? Krishna is the only supreme master. Everyone else is Bhritya. Okay, you understand that. Now here Harina Bhritya Vashyata is mentioned. Does it mean that every servant will be able to control Krishna? All of us will be able to control Krishna? Although technically everybody is Bhritya, one who has the consciousness of being a Bhritya only can control Krishna. One who identifies oneself as a servant of Krishna only can control Krishna. People, technically everybody is servant of Krishna, but many servants of Krishna do not think that they are servants of Krishna. They think masters of the material world. That makes makes them not control Krishna. So ideally, the idea is not to control Krishna. The idea is to serve Krishna. When you sincerely serve Krishna without any motivations, without any interruptions, when you are completely selfless, then Krishna comes under the control of such a devotee, such a selfless devotee. So Krishna wants to demonstrate this quality of being Bhritya Vashyata or Bhakta Vashyata, and that's how he exhibits all these beautiful pastimes. Okay, Jahnavi, you want to recite now? Evam Sandarshita Hyanga. We can't hear you. Okay, you can keep it right. So meanwhile, I'll go to the next sloka. This we have discussed. Evam Sandarshita Hyanga. Another beautiful shloka. Yashoda. Nemam virincho na bhavo.
Nemam virincho na bhavo.
Nashrir apyanga samshraya.
Nashrir apyanga samshraya.
Prasadam lebhire gopi.
Prasadam lebhire gopi.
Yattat prapa vimuktidat.
Yattat prapa vimuktidat.
Very beautiful shloka. Nemam virincho na bhavo. Virinchi means Brahma. Bhava means Shiva. Na Shri. Shri means Lakshmi. Api anga samshraya. Lakshmi is known to be in very close association with the Lord. But whether it is Brahma or Shiva or Lakshmi, no one could control Krishna. No one could take a rope and bind Krishna till now. Okay. That privilege, that opportunity, that Shakti, that power is bestowed only to Mother Yashoda. Okay. Evam Sandarshita, Nemam Virincho na bhavo nashri rapyanga samshraya. Prasadam lebhire gopi. Prasadam means mercy. So this Gopi, Yashoda Gopi, she got such prasadam, such divine mercy of Krishna that no one else could get. Yattat prapa vimuktidat. Krishna has given her mukti. Vimukti. Vimukti means special liberation. Mukti is liberation from material miseries. That's Krishna can bestow upon even nannies also. That's not the mukti that Mother Yashoda got. This is vimukti. Vimukti means special kind of liberation where the devotee is able to control, captivate, capture Krishna, right? With her love, with the divine feelings and emotions. So Mother Yashoda's position is higher than even Brahma, Shiva and Lakshmi also. No one else could have attained such a position. Okay, why? Because Mother Yashoda is having that bhakti. So, Aishwarya Mataji. Nayam sukhapo bhagavan
Nayam sukhapo bhagavan
dehinam gopika sutaham
dehinam gopika sutaha
jnaninam chatma bhutanam
jnaninam chatma bhutanam
yatha bhakti matam iham.
yatha bhakti matam hiha.
Nayam sukhapo bhagavan dehinam gopika sutaha. Here Krishna is so lovingly addressed as Gopika Sutta. See the name of Krishna here. It is connected to the name of Gopi, Mother Yashoda. Gopika refers to Yashoda. Whenever Sukadeva Goswami wants to address Yashoda Mata in a very special way, he calls her Gopi or Gopika. And Krishna becomes Gopika Sutaha. So, Nayam Sukhapo Bhagavan Dehinam Gopika Sutaha. Attaining Gopika Sutta Krishna is not so easy for common people. Who can attain Krishna? Jnaninam Chatma Bhutanam. Oh, like Jnanis cannot attain Krishna so easily. Atma Bhutanam. Those who are self-realized also cannot attain Krishna so easily. Yatha Bhakti Matamiha. Only those who have Bhakti can attain Krishna. The way Bhaktas, the way devotees can attain Krishna, Jnanis and Atma Bhutas cannot attain Krishna. So only by Bhakti can captivate Krishna completely. So Mother Yashoda is lovingly addressed as Gopi or Gopika. Yashoda bhiyo lukhala dhavamanam paramrishtamathyanta todhritya gopya. Gopya. So sometimes Mother Yashoda is addressed as Gopi just to highlight the fortune of the cowherd community. Go, the word go is very much dear to Krishna. Go, not the English go, the Sanskrit go. English go is you go somewhere, but Sanskrit go refers cows, right? Gopi. Go means cows. Gopi, the cowherd girls. Gopa, cowherd boys. Then Gokul, the cowherd community. Gopal, the Lord who takes care of cows. So like that, Krishna is very much excited when you say Gopal, when you say Gopi, when you say Gopa, when you say Gokul, when you say Goloka. Okay, everything is connected to Go. But Gopal Chandra is getting very excited now. So this is Krishna's Bhakta Vatsalyata. So now, after this, I will not take this couple of shlokas. I will summarize the remaining portion of Damodar Lila without showing shlokas. But then we will go to Damodarashtakam. So Mother Yashoda finally was successful in binding Krishna to the wooden grinding mortar. All the neighboring gopis, they came here to watch the fun. So they watched the fun and they also left. There were some small kids there. So they saw Krishna being bound, they were pitiful, they were also naughty, they were smiling, they were children, they have their own expressions, okay? And Krishna being very embarrassed, he was in a bound condition, and Mother Yashoda continued to perform her household activities, okay? So Krishna was crying. Now also, throughout the Leela, he was crying, right? So meanwhile, Balaramji came back from Upananda's house. So when Balramji came, then he saw Krishna. Krishna was in a bound condition. Balramji became furious. Who tied my brother like this? Who has the ability to, bind my brother like this? I am Lakshman. I am Adisesha. I am Anantadeva. I can destroy the entire universe. I am Sankarshan. Whoever has done this offense, I cannot tolerate this offense. For this offense done to Krishna, I can destroy the entire universe. Krishna, tell me, who tied you up like this? Krishna very softly said, Mother Yashoda tied me. Then as soon as Krishna said like this, Balramji, who was roaring like a lion till now, he became like a cat. Right? Why didn't you tell me before only? But still, it's not proper that Mother Yashoda binds you like this. Let me go and negotiate with Mother Yashoda. So Balramji went to Mother Yashoda and said, Mother Yashoda, you know who is Krishna? Yashoda Mata looked at him. Inside, she was doing some household work. Okay. So Yashoda Mata looked at him indifferently. She was still a little angry, irritated. She looked at Balramji. Who is he? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. He is the supreme source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaha sarvam pravatad. He started giving the essence of Bhagavad Gita knowledge and said that Krishna is the source of all avatars. He is Matsya, he is Purma, he is Varaha, Vamana, Rama, Parashurama. He is the source of all incarnations. Then Yashoda Mata very indifferently saw him and said, then who are you? Then Balramji said, I am Lakshman, I am Sankarshan, I am Anantasesha, I am Adisesha, Naga. Then Mother Yashoda said, all the incarnations have to take birth in my home only or what? They didn't find any other place to take birth in, right? All the avatars are there in my house only. Shut up and get out. If you say a single word extra, I will also tie you up and beat you up. And Balramji just ran away. Okay. So Balramji just ran and went back to Krishna. Then, because he failed in his attempts to protect Krishna, to untie Krishna, Balramji became a counselor of Krishna. Balramji had multiple flavors of affection for Krishna. Balramji is into Sakhya Rasa, seeing Krishna as a friend, Dasya Rasa, serving Krishna as a servant, and also in Vatsalya Rasa, as an elder brother, he has some affection for Krishna. So he became a counselor for Krishna. Krishna, I told you not to do mischief. Krishna, I told you not to steal butter. Hundreds of times I told you, even if you steal, you should be very smart. You should not get caught, right? So how can you just be so innocent in stealing butter or breaking pots that you went to the extent of being bound by Mother Yashoda? This never happened. At the max, they will hear some chastisement and scolding, which they will not give any value to. Okay, but this time it's very serious. The situation is quite serious. Krishna is caught red-handed, and Mother Yashoda tied him up. So seeing that, Balramji became very unhappy and told him, you should not do like this anymore. And already Krishna was in pain. On top of it, Balramji is giving counseling. So will you be comfortable when somebody is giving you gyan? When they are punished for your mistake? That will be like too much, right? So Krishna started crying again. Balramji did not know anything what to do. So he also started crying. Krishna and Balram, both of them were crying. Okay, other Gopas were just watching the show. Then after crying for a while, Balramji said, okay, let me attempt. Second attempt. I will go and convince Mother Yashoda to release you. Okay. So Balramji slowly went. This time he was not roaring like a lion. He was not aggressive. He was very mild. And he went to Mother Yashoda and said, Mother Yashoda, Krishna is in bound condition for a long time, right? I think whatever punishment you have given to Krishna is quite appropriate. I understand. I approve it. Okay. Who asked for his approval? But Balram is approving her punishment and said, okay, I think it's sufficient punishment. He is there like that for quite some time. Now you can release him. Please come and then untie. If you're busy in your household activities, don't mind. I will go and release him. Is it okay? Can I just untie you? Can I untie him? Then Yashoda Mata said, no, you cannot. Okay. Then again, Balramji, when Mother Yashoda gives an order, she's very serious also. When seriously she gives an order, how can Balramji deny that order? He came back and said, no, Krishna, nothing worked. Then Krishna again started crying. So because Krishna is in that bound condition now, he could empathize with two people who were also in a bound condition. So unless you experience some pain yourself, you cannot understand others' pain so easily, isn't it? Krishna is always mukta, right? Muktaya bhuri karunaya nabolayaya. Okay, Krishna is always mukta. He is never bound. First time he's experiencing what it means to be bound by someone. So Mother Yashoda bound Krishna, right? So Krishna saw two Yamalarjuna trees standing in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. Very huge and tall trees, and they were lying like that for maybe centuries or decades. So Krishna saw them. Then he suddenly remembered a past incident. So Narada Muni cursed the two sons of Kuvera to become trees in Vrindavan. One day Narada Muni was just passing by near Mandakini Ganga, and in that Ganga river, this Nalakuvara and Manigriva were drinking wine and bathing along with so many other girls. They were naked, they did not cover themselves properly also. And even when Narada Muni came there, they did not have the etiquette to just come and then offer obeisances or cover themselves. All the other girls who were along with them, they covered their bodies out of shy in front of Narada Muni. But these people were so intoxicated with wine, with wealth, with women. So they failed to offer proper etiquette and welcome and reception to Narada Muni. Narada Muni did not become angry on them, but he understood that these people are so intoxicated by their wealth that they are misbehaving in front of a saintly person in this way. So let me give them a punishment in such a way that they come back to their senses. Okay, so Narada Muni cursed them to become trees. It's a very long chapter, the next chapter, but we are not going into details. So because of the curse of Narada Muni, merciful curse of Narada Muni, Nalakuvara and Manigriva became trees, not in any desert, but in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj, in Vrindavan Dham. And they could personally witness all the childhood pastimes of Krishna standing there. What a great fortune. From one perspective, they were so unfortunate to be cursed by a saintly person like Narada Muni. But from another perspective, they got to see all the childhood pastimes of Krishna standing in Nanda Maharaj's courtyard, all the Vatsalya pastimes, all the crawling pastimes. Krishna and Balaram would crawl like snakes in Nanda Maharaj's courtyard, and Nalakuvara and Manigriva were watching those beautiful pastimes. So, Narada Muni gave that fortune. Even if devotees chastise us also, even if they scold us, even if they punish us, that is for the betterment. So he's like that. Narada Muni is like that. So Nalakuvara and Manigriva were lying there like trees for such a long time. Then Krishna diverted his attention towards them. Krishna looked at them and he started crawling on his knees towards Nalakuvara and Manigriva, towards the two trees. And he pulled the wooden grinding mortar. He went between the trees and he made the wooden grinding mortar stuck between the two trees and he pulled them. So now the trees were so tall, so huge, and the wooden grinding mortar, which is very small, which is used to grind some spices at home, nothing more than that. So can someone uproot such huge trees with this wooden grinding mortar? And Mother Yashoda, as I said before, she did not bind Krishna with iron chains. They were simple household ropes. They were not. Mother Yashoda is very careful to see that these ropes do not hurt Krishna's body. Okay, the rope is very weak and the mortar is very small. If the mortar is stronger than the rope, then rope will break. And if the rope is stronger than the mortar, then mortar will break. In either case, if Krishna is trying to pull the trees down, trees will not fall down. But trees fell down, trees were uprooted, mortar did not break, and the rope did not break. That means when we are in touch with Krishna, no damage to us. Okay. So yesterday I was just walking towards Madan Mohan temple. In front of the temple, there was a nice tree. One branch was little broken like this. The branch was broken like this. So when it was broken, this whole branch became brownish and this was greenish because connection is lost. Connection became weak. Okay. So when we are connected to Krishna, we will become strong. When we are disconnected from Krishna, when our connection to Krishna becomes weak, we will become weak. Okay. Our strength is in our connection to Krishna. And our connection to Krishna is through chanting the holy names, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, doing some services, by remembering Krishna. By doing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, we are always in touch with Krishna. When we lose the touch with Krishna, then we'll wither like that broken branch. Here, Krishna has empowered the rope and the mortar with the ability to uproot Arjuna trees, although they were so huge. So other day we were saying, right, monkeys, they were not very powerful. The monkeys who assisted Lord Ramachandra in the Lanka war, they were not that powerful. Yes, there were some powerful monkeys like Hanumanji, Sugriva, Angada, Nala, Nila. They are very powerful, but normal monkeys are there. They did not have powerful weapons also. They were just taking some boulders, stones, the mountain peaks, and some tree branches and trying to fight with Rakshasas. But the Rakshasas had sophisticated weapons. But still monkeys won and Rakshasas lost. Because monkeys had the power of Lord Ram, monkeys were bestowed with the blessings of Mother Sita. So our Shakti, our power to do anything comes from Krishna, comes from Radharani, comes from Sita Ram, and not from anywhere else. So here Krishna has empowered the insignificant rope and that small grinding mortar with the ability to uproot Arjuna trees. So Krishna empowers his little flute. Tomorrow we will discuss about flute of Krishna, Krishna's flute. Krishna empowered the flute of Krishna with the ability to mesmerize even devatas and heavenly residents and Vaikuntha residents and all the gopis. All the flute is just a dry bamboo stick. The flute can moisten the eyes of people who are hearing Krishna's song. So although we are insignificant in 100 different ways, we will be able to render wonderful services to Krishna to the degree we are obedient to Krishna. So Yamalarjuna trees fell down. So when Yamalarjuna trees fell down, there was a huge sound. No wind. Nobody took an axe and cut these trees. And there was no ghost. Nothing. For no reason, they just fell down. And that sound entered into the ear holes of so many people. Many Vrajavasis. So all the Vrajavasis gathered there. Nanda Maharaj also came there. Nanda Maharaj saw trees fell down. Between the trees, Krishna was there and his waist was tied with a rope. Nanda Maharaj picked up Krishna and said, "Hey, who did this activity? Who tied Krishna up like this? Who dared to tie Krishna, my dear son, my prince?" Then Krishna slowly in the ears of Nanda Baba, he said, "Mother Yashoda tied me." Really? How dare she do like this? So Nanda Maharaj just untied the rope and released Krishna. Earlier, Balramji could not untie that rope. Other Gopas also could not release Krishna. Only Nanda Maharaj could release Krishna because that rope was put around Krishna's waist by Mother Yashoda, who had unlimited Vatsalya affection for Krishna. Another devotee who also has similar amount of Vatsalya affection only can untie. Vatsalya Rasa is higher than Sakhya Rasa. A Sakhya Bhakta cannot go and release Krishna when a Vatsalya Bhakta tied up Krishna in a certain way. Okay. Mother Yashoda's position as mother of Krishna is superior to the friends of Krishna from one perspective. Okay. So only Nanda Maharaj could untie. So like that, Krishna was released. Now, Krishna is very angry. And Nanda Maharaj also is a little angry. So Mother Yashoda also heard the sound. She came out. She saw this unexpected happening and she was thoroughly embarrassed, ashamed. How can I tie my son like this? So Mother Yashoda did not feel comfortable. She did not have the courage to even face Nanda Maharaj or come in front of Krishna. She went back into the kitchen and she understood Krishna is safe, but at the same time, she felt very embarrassed and ashamed and humiliated that I tied Krishna like this and this calamity has happened. She went inside the kitchen and she started crying. Mother Rohini went to Mother Yashoda. She tried to console her. Other elderly gopis also went to Mother Yashoda. They tried to console her. Meanwhile, Krishna was with Nanda Maharaj and Nanda Maharaj took Krishna and Balaram to the bank of Yamuna. They did some pujas, they did some rituals, and Nanda Maharaj offered some charity to some brahmanas. And after Yamuna visit, they came back to Goshala. Okay, not to the home, not to meet Mother Yashoda. They came to the Goshala, and in Goshala, the Gopals, cowhead men, they gave milk to Krishna mixed with sugar. Cow milk mixed with sugar. They gave to Krishna. Krishna drank that milk. Okay. Generally, Krishna has to drink Mother Yashoda's milk, but this time he had to drink cow's milk. And he was sitting in the lap of Nanda Maharaj only. So meanwhile, shift the camera to the kitchen. There, Mother Yashoda is just crying profusely. And Rohini Mata has to do something, right? She came out, came to Krishna, came in front of Nanda Maharaj. She started speaking to Krishna. Krishna, Mother Yashoda is waiting for you. Can you please come? Krishna said, no, I will not come. And Mother Rohini said, why you will not come? If you don't come to Mother Yashoda, whom will you play with? Krishna said, I will play with Nanda Baba. Okay. Then Rohini Mata said, whose milk will you drink? Then Krishna said, I will drink the milk of cow mixed with sugar. Okay. Then Rohini Mata said, Krishna, why you have become so strict, so cruel? Don't you have any affection for your mother? Then Krishna silently and gravely looked down and said, she tied me, she chased me, she scolded me, she called me a monkey. And Krishna started giving a big list of all the so-called offenses that Mother Yashoda has done. Earlier we counted Krishna's offenses, right, towards Mother Yashoda. Now Krishna started counting what all Mother Yashoda has done to him. And Rohini Mata said, that's what a mother is supposed to do. She's supposed to discipline you. And she did something out of love, and you take it seriously and so personally, and you don't even come. She will die in your separation. How can you say like this? Then Krishna said, no, I will not go. Then Nanda Maharaj said, yes, Krishna will not come. Krishna will be with me only. Okay. And actually Nanda Maharaj was a little happy at this time. So whenever somebody asks Krishna in Vrindavan, whose son are you? Then Krishna would immediately say, I am Yashoda Mata's son. Okay, generally sons love their mothers more and daughters love their fathers more. It's general, but otherwise also it's fine. Daughters love mothers also, sons love fathers also. But generally daughters are more dear to fathers and sons are more dear to mothers. Here, Krishna says that I am the son of Mother Yashoda. And Nanda Maharaj would hear, this boy will never tell my name only. He would always say he is Yashoda Nandan. He would not say Nanda Nandan. So this time, Krishna was sitting in Nanda Maharaj's lap and not going to Yashoda Mata's lap. That gave a sense of special joy to Nanda Maharaj. Okay, he is considering himself Nanda Nandan and not Yashoda Nandan at this moment. So Nanda Maharaj felt a little comfortable and happy. Okay, not in a different way, it's all transcendental. And he told Mother Rohini, go and tell Yashoda Mata, Krishna will not come. Why she has to trouble Krishna like that? Then already Mother Yashoda is like devastated. No, her point is somehow Krishna went between the trees and the trees fell on either side of Krishna. Krishna is in the middle and this side one tree, the other side another tree. What if the tree had fallen on Krishna? Okay, Krishna could not move because I tied him up. Yashoda Mata kind of owned all the guilt and she considered herself responsible for this mishappening. Okay, out of her transcendental humility, she started feeling so embarrassed and so humiliated, and she felt so ashamed of coming in front of Nanda Maharaj. And Rohini Mata is trying to patch up. Whenever there is some kind of dispute between two devotees, other devotee should intervene as much as possible and try to bring them together, not increase their distance. Okay, so Rohini Mata was pleading Krishna to come, and Krishna was not willing to come at all. Then Nanda Maharaj said, okay, Yashoda Mata gave so much of trouble to Krishna, I am going to punish her. So our Nanda Maharaj lifted his hand like this, just showing that I am going to beat Mother Yashoda, which he will never do. So Krishna could not bear that. Krishna immediately caught Nanda Maharaj's hand, pulled it down, jumped off his lap. Nanda Maharaj was surprised looking at this whole scene. He jumped off his lap, ran into the kitchen, very swiftly and jumped into Mother Yashoda's lap and hugged her. And Yashoda Mata bathed Krishna with her tears. Okay. And Krishna was also crying, and finally he smiled. Yashoda Mata also smiled, and all the other gopis who were consoling Mother Yashoda till now, they also smiled. And this reunion of mother and son caused great jubilation to entire Vrindavan. And this is how Krishna has demonstrated this special Leela, Damodar Lila, where he made Mother Yashoda extremely famous as the epitome of Vatsalya Rasa, the best of all Vatsalya devotees, right? First rank, if you just give ranking to all the devotees who are in Vatsalya Rasa, first rank goes to Mother Yashoda. Then only comes other devotees like Rohini Mata, other gopis and other cows, Nanda Maharaj. So she gets the first rank, okay? So this whole pastime is glorification of Mother Yashoda and also glorification of Krishna, because Krishna became famous after this pastime as Damodar, one who is controlled by the affection and love of his devotees. Okay, so this is a very brief outline of Damodar Lila. We took almost 3 sessions or 2.5 sessions. 4 hours we discussed almost. But in the remaining 40 minutes, we'll discuss the meaning of Damodar Lila, Damodarashtakam, which we are going to sing every day, starting from tomorrow. Some devotees start from day after tomorrow. So we'll discuss the meaning. So each sloka, like we will recite and we'll discuss the meaning. Okay. Thank you very much. So let me open the PPT of Damodarashtakam. Damodar Lila is complete now. Damodarashtakam, first shloka. We will recite the first shloka. Gopal Chandra, let's begin with you. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam. Yes, sing. We can't hear you, Gopal Chandra.
Namamishwaram Sachin Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam
Yashoda Bhiyolukhaladhavamanam Paramrishtabatyanta Todhrutya Gopya.
Yashoda Bhiyolukhaladhavamanam Paramrishtamathyanta Trovritya Gopya.
Okay, thank you. Next, one more we'll have. Meenakshi, you can sing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Namamishwaram Sachitanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Lebrajanam Yashoda Paramrishtamathyanta Gopya.
Okay, great. So now we will discuss the meaning of this shloka based on the commentary given by Sanatana Goswami. So in the first 2 shlokas, 1.5 shlokas describe the Leela of Damodar, where we'll go fast because we already discussed it for 2.5 sessions, but we'll focus on the later shlokas. But here there is some tattva also. Let's discuss that. First, Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam. Namami means Satyavratamani is first offering obeisances to the Lord. Ishwaram, in this one shloka, the Tattva Visesha, Leela Visesha, Guna Visesha, Rupa Visesha, Parivara Visesha, Saundarya Visesha, and Prema Visesha of the Lord are described. 7 types of Viseshas. Visesha means super excellence. In this one shloka, Krishna's divinity as Godhead is described, Krishna's Leela is described, Krishna's Gunas are described, Rupa, beautiful form is described. So all these 7 things are described in this one shloka. Okay, let us see one by one. First is Tattva Visesha. How does the shloka begin? Namami Ishwaram. Namami means I am offering obeisances. He is Ishwaram. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This little child who is being chastised by Mother Yashoda, scolded by Mother Yashoda, bound by Mother Yashoda, he is still the Supreme Lord. Don't consider Krishna ordinary. Just because he is crying, shedding tears and being bound, we should not minimize his godhood, minimize his position. He is the Supreme Lord. So don't forget that he is Ishvara. Sometimes when we hear such naughty pastimes of Krishna, some people may not value Krishna's position as God. But Satyavrata Muni is reminding us, don't forget that Krishna is God. Namami Ishwaram. Satchidananda Rupam. Also Krishna has Satchit Ananda Rupa. Although Krishna is crying out of disappointment here, that Mother Yashoda did not give him milk, or Mother Yashoda trying to bind him or scold him, is crying, but he's Ananda Rupam. He's eternal, blissful, knowledgeful. Okay, so these are various characters of Krishna. So Tattva Visesha of Krishna is described here. Satchidananda Rupam. And he's also the source of all incarnations. Namam Ishwaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam. So Namami Ishwaram Satchidananda Rupam describe Krishna's Tattva Visesha. His Tattva is clear now. Now next aspect of the shloka is Rupa Visesham. That Rupa Visesha means the super excellence of Krishna's beautiful form is described with the word Satchidananda Rupam and Lasat Kundalam. Kundalam means earrings. Lasat means resplendent, shining. So of all the ornaments of Krishna, the earrings have a special position. What is that? They get to constantly kiss the cheeks of Damodar as he's running here and there. Okay, so the earrings are very special. Lasat Kundalam is mentioned. So that describes the Rupa Visesha of Krishna. Lasat Kundalam Gokule Bhrajamanam. So one small point from Bhagavatam. Param Padam Bhushana Bhushanangam. So Krishna wears so many ornaments, but these ornaments do not increase Krishna's beauty. Krishna increases the beauty of the ornaments because he is the ornament of ornaments. Ornaments are not ornaments of Krishna. Krishna is the ornament of the ornaments. Okay, so means by wearing that earring, Krishna is not getting beautiful. The earring is becoming beautiful. Same earring someone else wears. So they don't look so beautiful. Okay, or they become beautiful and the beauty of the earring will reduce. But if the same earring you offer to Krishna, then then the earring becomes beautiful. Okay, Lasat Kundalam. Next, Gokule Bhrajamanam. This word or this phrase describes Parivara Visesha, the glory of Krishna's entourage, all the associates of Krishna. Someone would like to recite this shloka? Very simple. Kartik, Kamakshi, you can recite. Aho bhagyam, aho bhagyam.
Aho bhagyam, Nanda Gopa Vrajau Yan Midram Paramanandam Purnam Brahma Sanatanam. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Aho bhagyam, what great fortune, what great fortune. Nanda Gopa Vrajau Kasam. All the cowherd members in the community led by Nanda Maharaj are extremely fortunate. Why? Yan Mitram Paramanandam Puranam Brahma Sanatanam. That Supreme Lord, Param Brahman, has become their Mitra, has become their dear friend. Okay, giving them Paramanandam, giving them great happiness. So that is the Parivara Visesha. Gokule Bhrajamanam means Krishna shines while doing pastimes in Gokul. So Krishna performs pastimes in Vrindavan. He performs pastimes in Mathura, Dwaraka, Hastinapur, Kundinapur, sometimes Svargaloka, sometimes Utalaloka. He did pastimes everywhere. Of all these pastimes, the most enchanting pastimes are done by Krishna in Vrindavan. And he enjoyed all these activities in Vrindavan more than any other place. Gokule Bhrajamanam. Because All the top rankers of all rasas are there in Vrindavan only. Okay. So next 2 lines. Yashoda bhiyo lukhaladhavamanam paramrishtamathyanta todhritya gopya. You know this, we have already discussed this Leela elaborately. Yashoda bhiya, by the fear of Mother Yashoda, ulukhaladhavamanam, Krishna jumped off the wooden grinding mortar and he started running. And paramrishtamatyantato dhritya gopya, and Mother Yashoda started running behind Krishna with greater speed, with greater determination. The determination of Krishna to escape from Mother Yashoda is not as much as the determination of Yashoda to catch Krishna. Okay, here devotee's determination is greater than Krishna's determination. Okay, so she was running behind Krishna. That shows the Leela Vishesha of Krishna, the super excellence of Krishna's pastime, and also that shows the Saundarya Vishesha of Mother Yashoda. Yashoda Mata appeared so beautiful while chasing Krishna. Okay, so the second shloka. Manya, you want to recite? Unmute yourself. Rudantam muhurnetra yugmam rujantam karambhoja yugmena satanka netram. Yes, Manya?
Rudantam muhurnetrayumam rijantam karambojayogmena shantankanetram mohshvasakam patrarekhankakantha stitagreva damodaram bhaktibhattam.
Good. Aradhya?
Rudantam muhurnetrayugmam rijantam karambojayogmena satankanetram muhushvasakam patrirakhankakanta stitagreva damodaram bhaktibhattam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, excellent. So let's discuss the meaning of this shloka. This entire shloka is a description of Krishna's Leela Vishesha. It's all Leela, nothing more is there. Earlier we had multiple things, multiple features of the shloka. Krishna's greatness as the Supreme Lord, etc. are described, but this time it's only Leela Vishesha. Rudantam, Krishna is crying. Let me just take a pen. Rudantam, Krishna is crying. Muhur, constantly he is crying. Netra yugmam means 2 eyes. Murjantam, he is rubbing his 2 eyes. Okay, while crying. And karam bhoja, kara means hand, ambhoja means lotus. So he had 2 lotus hands. Karam bhoja yugmena. So with his 2 lotus hands, he is rubbing 2 lotus eyes while crying. Okay. Satanka netram, sa atanka netram. His netram, his eyes are filled with terror, with great fear. Muhur, constantly, repeatedly he is crying. Swasa, his breathing is becoming very rapid. Kampa, he is trembling. Trirekhanka kantha. And he also has 3 beautiful lines marked on his neck. Okay. Sthita graivam damodaram bhakti badham. Sthita graivam. He also has a beautiful pearl necklace around his neck. And Damodaram, that Lord who is bound by the love of Mother Yashoda, he is bhakti badham. Bhakti is love or devotion. Badham means one who is bound. So this is the key word in this beautiful shloka, bhakti badham. Krishna is bound by the love of his devotees. Okay. Rudantam muhurnetra yugmam rijantam karam bhoja yugmena satanka netram muhushvasakam patri rekhanka kantha sthita graivam damodaram bhakti badham. Damodara is bhakti baddha. Just to show this quality of being bound by the affection and love of his devotees, Krishna can relinquish all opulences. Now, you know, when Krishna smiles, he can dry up the ocean of lamentation. Shall we discuss this shloka? Very much connected to this shloka. Yashoda, you can recite. Hasam Hareravanata Khila Loka Tivra.
हासं हरिरवनता किल लोकतीव्रा
Shokashrusa.
गरविशोषणमत्युदारं सम्मोहनाय रुचितं निजमाय यस्य भ्रूमण्डलं मुनिकृते मकरध्वजस्य.
Hasam Harer means the smile of Lord Hari. Hasam means smile. Hari is the Supreme Lord. Avanata Akhila Loka Tivra Ashru Sagara Visoshana Matyudaram. Udara means benevolence. Ati Udara means extreme degree of compassion. So the smile of Krishna is most benevolent. What does it do? The conditioned soul has he has been experiencing suffering since long time, and he has created an ocean of lamentation. Shoka Ashru Sagara. So Loka Tivra, in this Loka, in this material world, there are extreme degree of miseries. Okay. And because of these miseries, Ashru Sagara, the conditioned soul is lamenting, and he has created an ocean of lamentation. Okay. But when we go and see the smile of Krishna, that smile of Krishna can completely dry up this ocean of tears created by the lamentation of conditioned souls. Now that Lord who can dry up the ocean of our tears is shedding an ocean of tears out of fear of Mother Yashoda. Okay. So that's the point here. So Rudantam Muhur Netra Yugmam. Okay. Karam Bhoja Yugmyana Satanka Netram. During our Damodar Lila discussions, we also discussed the meaning of this shloka, Kunti Mata's prayer. Gopyada Detvai Kritagasi. I will not repeat it now. So no one else can bind Krishna except Mother Yashoda, and nothing else can bind Krishna except rope. The rope of Mother Yashoda's love. Bhakti Baddham, Bhaktair Jitatvam, Bhakta Paradhina. What did Lord Vishnu tell Durvasa Muni? Aham Bhakta Paradhino Hyasvatantra Ivadvijaha. I am Paradhina, Bhakta Paradhina. I am completely under the control of my devotees. I am not at all having any independence. Okay. So that is Bhakti Baddham. There is more to it. We will discuss later. But one point that I need to mention. To show his quality of Bhakti Baddha, what all Krishna has relinquished? Number one, Krishna is Atmaram. He became Stanyakam. Although Krishna is self-satisfied, he became desirous of Mother Yashoda's milk. Second point, Krishna is Purna Manoratha. Whatever he desires is fulfilled. But he became Atrupta, dissatisfied. He wanted more. He was dissatisfied. Third, Vishuddha Sattva Vigraha. Krishna is Vishuddha Sattva Vigraha, means there is no tinge of passion or ignorance in him, but he manifested Krodha. So Krodha is a quality that one exhibits in Rajoguna. Kama Yesha Krodha Yesha Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. But Krishna's anger in Damodar Lila is not a product of Rajoguna. It is transcendental. Okay. So Krishna exhibited that anger. Krishna also said, Trividham narakasyedam dvaram nashanamatmanaha kama krodhastatha lobha tasmat etatrayam tyajet. You know the shloka from Bhagavad Gita? Three qualities, kama, krodha, lobha. Desire, anger, and greed. These three things are gateways to hell. Krishna told that we all should give up these qualities. But Krishna exhibited these three qualities in Damodar Lila. Kama, more milk, I want more milk. Krodha, when he's not getting that milk, he became very angry. Then Lobha, he became greedy for more and more butter. Okay, that is Krishna's speciality. He relinquished some of his qualities to exhibit this quality of Bhakta Vashyata. Okay. Then he is Kala. Kala means time personified. But he was fearful, Atanka Netram. He is the fastest, but he got caught. He is the absolute truth, but he lies. He is all blissful, but he is crying. He is the supreme judge, but he was being judged by Mother Yashoda in her court. He was standing like a criminal. And he was the object of prayers, but he is getting scolded. The person who is supposed to be receiving prayers is receiving chastisement from Mother Yashoda. 10th point. He's the supreme controller, but he's controlled, he's bound. He's the liberator, he's bound. And devotee becomes greater than God ultimately. So this is what Krishna has exhibited in Damodar Lila. Like that, there are about some 10-15 such contradictions in Damodar Lila. I think we will post an article. A few years back, I wrote an article mentioning all the contradictions in Krishna's character that we can see in Damodar Lila. We will post in the groups. So next, third shloka, Guna Vishesha. This whole shloka describes the beautiful qualities of Krishna. Iti driksvalila bhirananda kunde svaghosham nimajjantam akhyapayantam tadiyeshu tagneshu bhaktairjitatvam punaha prematastam shatavriti vande. Naman Pandey, recite. Okay, thank you. Yes, Kartik, Kamashi, you can recite. After that, let's have Kirtida.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Iti Driksvalila Verananda Kunde Swagoshame Majantam Akhyapayantam Tadiyeshitagneshu Bhaktajitatvam Puna Prematastam Satavriti Vande. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Kirtida?
Yes, Prabhuji. Iti drakshvalila birananda kunde swagosham nimajantam akhyapayantam tadiyeshitagneshu bhaktajitatvam punah premastastam shatavriti vande.
Very good. So, iti drik means leelas like this. Swalilabhir. Krishna enacts so many such beautiful leelas like Damodar Lila. Iti drik refers to Damodar Lila here. Okay. Damodar Lila, where Krishna is bound by Mother Yashoda. Murda Bhakshana Lila, where Krishna eats dirt and is chastised by Mother Yashoda. And also Putana Lila, Trinavarta Leelas, like that. So many leelas Krishna enacts. Or fruit vendor Lila. Or another Leela, Krishna carries the sandals, the shoes of Nanda Maharaj on his head and brings them to Nanda Maharaj before he goes out. So like that, Krishna performs so many such enchanting Leelas. Iti driksvalila bhir ananda kunde svaghosham nimajjantam akhyapayantam. So, by performing such Leelas, what is Krishna doing? Svaghosham. Svaghosham means his own community. Which community? Cowherd community in Vrindavan. Okay. So he is immersing. Nimajjanta means to immerse. Right? Immerse. That means you take something and then put it in the water. Like you take a copper cup, Achaman cup, and then immerse it in tamarind water so that it becomes clean. Okay. So that is immersion, nimajjantam. So Krishna immerses all his associates in Ananda Kunde. Kunda means lake. Ananda means bliss. So by performing such beautiful enchanting Leelas, Krishna is immersing all his devotees in pools of ecstasy, pools of bliss, supreme bliss. Okay, clear? The first two lines are clear, the meaning. Iti driksvalila bhir ananda kunde svaghosham nimajjantam akhyapayantam. Third line. Tadiyeshu tagneshu bhaktairjitatvam. This is very, very important word here. Bhaktairjitatvam. By immersing all his devotees in pools of bliss, he is announcing to those devotees who are attached to his majesty Tadiyeshi Agneshu. Tadiya means the Lord's paraphernalia, his opulences. Agneshu means those who are knowledgeable of Krishna's opulences. Some people worship Krishna in the mood of majesty, grandeur. They are attached to Krishna's grandeur, opulence. Krishna is Vaikuntapati. Krishna has so much opulence. Krishna is powerful. Krishna is creator, maintainer, destroyer. So they have that reverential mood. So that is called Aishwarya Bhava. Okay. So some people worship Krishna in that mood, and Krishna is announcing to all those devotees, my dear devotees, you are attached to my grandeur, my majesty. See, these people, Vrajavasis, are not attached to my grandeur and majesty. They are attached to my sweetness. Okay. So I am very much immersed, I am very much captivated by their sweetness, by their non-reverential love. The Vrajavasis do not love Krishna because he is God. Whether Krishna is God or not, they love Krishna. Okay. Their love for Krishna is not dependent on Krishna's being the Supreme Lord. Their love for Krishna is dependent on their own mood, their own affection. They are not attached to Krishna's godhood. They are attached to Krishna's sweetness only. So Krishna is controlled by such devotees. Bhaktair jitatvam. Jita means to be conquered. I am conquered by the love and affection of my devotees. You all look, Vaikuntha devotees, look at my Vrindavan pastimes. Punaha prematastam shatavriti vande. So to that prema, to that Krishna prema that completely captivates Krishna, I offer my obeisances hundreds of times. Shatavriti vande. Hundreds of times let us offer obeisances to that Krishna prema that can completely capture, control and captivate Krishna and bind Krishna. Okay. Meaning of the third shloka is clear. Now we will go to the next shloka. So there is more explanation, but I need to, we have already discussed many of these pastimes. Fourth shloka. Varam deva moksham na mokshavadhim va nachanyam vrineham va reshadapiha idam teva purnatha gopala balam sada me manasya virastam kimanye. Hasini.
Yes, Prabhu. Varam deva moksham na mokshavadim Nachanyam vineham vareshadabiha idam teva purnata gopala balam sada me manasya virastam kimanye. Thank you. Thank you.
Anya.
Varam deva mokshatam mokshavadim va Najanyam vrineham vishadapiha idam teva purnata gopala bala sada me manasya viram lakshadapi.
Next, Ishoda.
Varam deva moksham na moksham vadim va Nachanyam vraneham va reshadapiha idam teva purnata gopala balam sada me manasya virastam kimanye.
So, in the first three stanzas, we have seen Satyavrata Muni glorifying Lord Damodar, his various qualities, his Damodar Lila itself, and his Guna Vishesha, how he is conquered and captivated by the love and affection of his devotees. So after glorifying the Lord and his qualities in three slokas, in the fourth sloka, Satyavrata Muni is expressing a desire. I want a boon from you. I want some benediction from you. Let us see what is that. Varam deva moksham na mokshavadhim va. O Deva, O Lord, Varam, I want a boon. Which boon you want? Krishna may ask. Moksham na, I don't want moksha. I don't want liberation from this material world. Oh, then what do you want? Mokshavadhi. What is mokshavadhi? Mokshavadhi is a permanent residence in the spiritual world, in Vaikuntha. That also I don't want. Okay. Moksha is liberation from this material world. Moksha avadhi means the limit of liberation, which is a permanent residence in the spiritual world. Okay. That also he doesn't want. Okay. Then what do you want? First is clarifying what he doesn't want. Then he will reveal what he wants. Okay. Nachanyam vrineham vareshadapiha. Nacha anyam. I don't want moksha. I don't want moksha avadhi. I don't want anya. Other benedictions like going to heaven, or a car, a bangla, or some name, fame, prestige, followers, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. In this anyam word, everything else is included. I don't want anything else. Okay. So, nachanyam, vrineham, vareshadapiha. Varesha is important. Vara Isha means he is the master of all boons, Krishna. Krishna is the best of all bestowers of benedictions. So many people give boons. Brahma gives boons. He gave boon to whom? Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. Shiva also gives boons. He gave to Vrakasura and many other demons. Indra gives boons. Mitra gives boons. Varuna gives boons. So many people give boons. They are called Varadas. But Krishna is Varadeshwara. He is Varadaraj. He is the best of all givers of boons. Okay. If you go to South India, Kanchipuram, there is a nice deity called Varadaraj. Varada is one who gives Vara. Vara is boon. Varada means one who gives boons. Varadaraj means the king of all givers of boons. Right? Varadeshwara. And even he also says, Pratumara says, what is that shloka? Varan vibhotvad varadeshwarad buddha katham vrinite guna vikri atmanam. So he is Varadeshwara or Varesha or Varadaraj, but we don't want that Vara of moksha or mokshavadhi. Okay, fine. You told what do you want, what you don't want. Can you please tell me what you want? Answer is here. Idam teva purnatha gopala balam sada me manasya virastam kimanye. Idam te. Idam means this. Te means your. Vapu means body, form. O Natha, O Lord, I want this form of yours as Gopala Bala, means childhood cowhead boy form of Krishna, I want. What? Sada, always, me manasi avirastam. Let this beautiful form as Bala Gopal in Vrindavan always manifest within my heart. I should be able to see your beautiful Gopal Bala form within my heart. This is the boon that I want. Idam teva purnatha gopala balam sada me manasya virastam kimanyehi. Kimanyehi. Why do I need any other benediction? If only Krishna is always staying within my heart in his beautiful enchanting form as Bala Gopal, why should I need any other benediction? Right? So he rejected all benedictions and wanted only this. And he also called the Lord as Natha. Although you are Gopala, little child, Balam, you are Natha, you are my master. So who will consider child as master? So this child is not a small child, is not an ordinary child. This child is Natha, the Supreme Lord. Although Krishna appears as an infant baby, 5-6 days old baby, he can kill Bhutana. Although he appears as 3-month-old baby, he can kill Shakatasur. Although he appears as a 7-year-old child, he can lift Govardhan. So Krishna's childhood doesn't minimize his godhood. He is God. Whether he's a child or an infant, he is God. Okay, he's Natha. But the childhood form of Krishna is very sweet. And I want that to be manifest in my heart. That is his desire. So now there are multiple Nathas. Badrinath in the north, Jagannath in the east, Dwarkanath in the west, Ranganath in the south. Okay, so our India is filled with so many Nathas. Badrinath, Jagannath, Dwarkanath, Ranganath, but he wants Gopalnath in the middle only in Vrindavan. Okay, because this Gopalnath is a combination of all these other Nathas. When you have Gopalnath with you, all other Nathas are also there with you. Fine. So now let's go to the next shloka. 5th shloka. Idam te mukham hojamatyanta nilay vritam kuntalai snigdharaktaischa gopya muhuschumbitam bimbarakta dharam me Manasya virastam alam lakshalabhaihi. Naimisha?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, sing.
Idam te makambojam atyanta nilai ritam kantalai snigdha raktaischa gopya muhuschumbitam bimba nadaramne manase avashtakam lakshalabe.
Very good, Naimisha. Excellent. So in this whole month you practice and you will get it in your memory. Okay. Aradhya, you can recite.
Yes, Prabhuji. Idam te mukambojam atyantali nile vritam kuntalai snigdha raktaischa gopya muhuschumbitam bimba raktadaram me manasya virashtamalam lakshalabhai. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Idam te mukham bhojam atyanta nilair. Actually, the fourth sloka and fifth sloka are almost same. In the fourth sloka, what did he say? Please give me that boon to be able to see your beautiful form as Gopal Bal within my heart. Now, continuing the same topic, he is saying that in the fifth sloka that, oh Krishna, he is describing the features of that Gopal form. Idam te mukham bhojam. Your lotus face is atyanta nilair, very bluish. Okay. So mukha is face, ambhojam is lotus. Your lotus face is bluish. Okay. Vritam kuntalai snigdha raktaischa gopya. Vritam kuntalaihi. Kuntala means curly locks of hair. That beautiful face of Krishna is surrounded by curly locks of hair. So generally when there is curly hair, that adds to the beauty of the child's face. So Krishna's beautiful face is encircled, framed by curly locks of hair. Vritam kuntalai snigdha, very soft. Raktaischa gopya. So Gopi is again referring to Mother Yashoda here. Okay, Raktais refers to reddish. What is reddish here? That is Krishna's Rakta Adharam. Means it is beautiful, Krishna's beautiful lips. And also that bluish face of Krishna is also a little reddish. There is reddish hue. Okay. So bluish face, blackish hairs, and reddish hue on top of it. You can't even imagine the beauty. Okay. So on top of it, Krishna has reddish lips. Okay. So what is Mother Yashoda doing? Gopya refers to Yashoda, right? Muhus chumbita. Muhu means constantly, chumbita means kissing. Mother Yashoda is constantly kissing that beautiful face of Krishna. Manasya virastamalam lakshalabhaihi. Let this beautiful face of Balagopal be manifest in my heart. Manasi avirastam. Alam lakshalabhaihi. Why do I need hundreds and thousands of other benedictions? Okay. Now you see, within a small song that has 8 stanzas, in 2 stanzas, he is only requesting, may your Gopal form stay in my heart. He's really desperate for it, right? When you are repeating the same thing twice, you are given 5 minutes. 4 minutes you speak of the same thing. Okay, that means you are really desperate for it. So that's why our Satyavrata Muni also is very desperate to have the Lord manifest within his heart. That is the 5th shloka. Okay, so that is his heart's longing. Next, we'll go to the 6th shloka. Very beautiful. So Satyavrata Muni thought, oh, I am asking him so many boons, mainly one boon. Why will he give me? Earlier in 3 shlokas, he only described Krishna's qualities, okay, and Leela. And in 2 shlokas, he expressed his desire to see Krishna within his heart. In the 5th shloka, he thought I should do some sadhana. What is sadhana? I must chant the holy names of Krishna. If I chant the names of the Lord, he'll become merciful to fulfill my desire. Okay, so that is the motto behind Krishna's recitation. Satyavrata Muni's 6th shloka. So who hasn't recited? If children are over, then I'll go to elders. Krishna Kaimal, you did not recite. Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabhimagnam Kripa Drishti Vrishtyati Dinam Vatano Grihane Shamamagnam Medhyakshi Drishya. Yes, Krishna.
Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabhimagnam Kripa Drishti Vrishtyati Dina Batanu Grihani Shamamagnya Medhyakshi Drishya.
Thank you. Ratikanta Prabhu.
Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jaladhi Magnam Kripa Drishti Vrishtyati Dinam Vatano Grahani Samamadyam Vidhyakshi Drishya.
Thank you. Vrinda.
Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu Rasida Pita Dakshi Vikshadi Dinandatano Grihani Shamama Jani Dakshi Desh.
Okay, thank you. So, in this shloka, Satyavartman is chanting some holy names of the Lord. He says that Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu. Oh Deva means Lord. Damodara, you know the meaning. Ananta, unlimited Lord. Vishnu, all-pervading Lord. Prabho, you are my master. So these are the various names of the Lord that he chanted. Deva, Damodara, Ananta, Vishnu, Prabho. Okay. Next. Prasida. Prasida means, please show some mercy upon me. The Lord may ask, why I should show mercy on you? Okay. Why should I show mercy on you? The answer is here. Dukkha jalabhi magnam. Oh Lord, magnam, I am immersed in what? Dukkha jala. Jala means network. Abdhi means ocean. I am immersed in an ocean of network of miseries. Can you just imagine the condition of a conditioned soul? He is immersed in an ocean of network of miseries. Dukkha jalabhi magnam. So, because only the Lord can take me out of this dukkha jala, I am praying to him by appealing him with the chanting of his holy names. Kripa drishti vrishtyati dinam vatano. So, now let's analyze this shloka. He chanted the holy names of the Lord. 1 Deva, 2 Damodara, 3 Ananta, 4 Vishnu, 5 Prabhu. Fine? Next, after glorifying the Lord in these 5 ways, he is presenting his qualifications. When you are putting an application to somebody, so there you need to respectfully address the person and also mention your own qualifications to pass your application. What are the qualifications of Satyavrata Muni here? He says that one is Dukkha Jalabhi Magnam. I am immersed in an ocean of network of miseries. Second is Atidinam. I am very poor, most fallen. Atidinam. Third is Agnam. I am ignorant, very ignorant. Therefore, Kripa Drishti Vrishtyati. Kripa is mercy. Drishti means glances. Vrishtyati means to shower. Oh Lord, please shower your merciful glances upon me because I am disqualified in these 3 ways. These disqualifications are my qualifications to get your mercy. Okay. So, Batanu. Grihanesha Mam. Please accept me. Yedhi Akshi Drishyehi. So now we'll discuss this last word little later. Right now, in this shloka, he glorified the Lord in 5 ways. He presented his disqualifications in 3 ways. And he also put one request. Show your mercy upon me. Then he remembered his past desire. In the 4th sloka and 5th sloka, what did he desire? Anyone remembers? What did Satyavartamani ask? Yes, Kamakshi.
Satyavrata Muni asked for the Lord's darshan in his heart forever.
The Lord's darshan in his heart
Gopal
forever.
Bala.
As Gopal Bala, right? So now he's changing his desire. Why should I see the Lord within my heart? I should see the Lord in front of my eyes. Which is better? Seeing the Lord inside the heart or in front of your eyes? Which is preferable? Yes, we will say. Hasani, which is more preferable? To see the Lord in front of eyes or to just have darshan within the heart?
To see the Lord direct with our eyes.
Directly with our eyes, right? That's why he's saying, Akshidrishyehi. Oh Lord, please be visible to my eyes. Okay, I should be seeing you, not just meditating on you within the mind. So his desire changed. Within one prayer, he is upgrading his desires. Okay, so now next shloka is even more interesting. So I covered all this. 7th shloka. Now the Lord has a question. You are asking so many benedictions. You are just putting so many requests and demands. First you say that I should be visible in your heart. Next you are saying that I should be visible to your eyes. What qualification do you have? What qualification do you have so that I should give you sakshat darshan? Then he clarifies that in the 7th shloka. We'll complete in few minutes. 7th. Kuveratmajau baddha murtaiva yadvat tvaya mochitau bhakti bhajau kritau chan tatha prema bhaktim swakame prayacha namokshe graho mesti damodareha. So who will recite this? I saw someone. Okay, Hasani, you can recite.
Kuveratmajau baddha murtaiva yadvat tvaya mochitau bhakti bhaja kritau cha tata prema bhaktim sakame prayacha namokshe graho mesti damodareha. Hare Krishna.
Aradhita. Thank you. Aradhita.
कुबेरात्मजो बद्ध मुते द्वयद्वा त्वया मुचितो भक्ति भजो कृतो च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकामे प्रयच्छ नमोक्षे द्रहो मे श्री दामोदरे.
Yes, Jahnavi, you want to recite?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Bhanu Prasad only here.
Oh, Jahnavi is not there. Okay.
No, Kuveratmajau baddha mutyaiva yadvat tvaya mochitau bhakti bhajau kritau cham tata prema bhaktim swakam me prayacha namokshe graho mesti damodareha. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
So the meaning of this stanza is Kuveratmajau Baddha Murtaiva Yadvat. Oh Krishna, you have delivered Tvaya Mochitau. They are delivered by you. Who are they? Kuvera Atmajau. The sons of Kuvera, Nalakuvara and Manigriva, were released from these tree bodies by the Lord. Although you are Baddha Murti, although you yourself are bound by the ropes of Mother Yashoda, you still had the ability to release these Kuvera sons from their bandhan. So don't think that Krishna will not be able to release ourselves from our bandhan because he is under the bandhan of his devotees. Okay, it doesn't work like that. So Tvaya Mochitau, and not just you delivered them from tree bodies, Bhakti Bhajau Kritaucha. You have also made them objects of your mercy. You have given them bhakti. Tatha prema bhaktim swakame prayacha. That same prema bhakti you give me. Swakam me. I am your man. I am your devotee. Please give that to me. Tatha prema bhaktim swakame prayacha. Namokshe graho mesti damodareha. Namokshe. I want that prema bhakti. I don't want moksha. I don't want liberation. So Damodara, I will not accept liberation from you. Salokya sarishti samipya aikatvam apyata diyamanam na grihananti vinamat sevanam janaha. Whether it is Salokya Mukti or Sarupya Mukti or Sayujya Mukti or whichever Mukti, even if the Lord personally gives, devotees will not accept that. They just want prema bhakti. They want an opportunity to see the Lord and serve the Lord. Okay, so now he is asking for prema bhakti. Earlier he asked for sakshat darshan. Now he is asking for prema bhakti. Now in this one shloka there is a key word, that is bhakti bhajav kritaucha and baddha murtaiva yadvat. So although Krishna is bound here, still he has the ability to release our Nalakvar and Manigriva. So this also indicates that Krishna is controlled by the bhakti of Narada Muni also, not only Mother Yashoda. So definitely Damodar Lila is demonstrating how Krishna is bound by the love of Mother Yashoda. But it is also demonstrating how Krishna is bound by the love of Narada Muni. Actually, a very enchanting, sweet Leela is happening between Krishna and his devotee, Yashoda Mata, topmost of all Vatsalya Bhaktas. Why Krishna has to even look in the direction of some sons of Kubera? Because Narada Muni wanted Krishna to release them, save them. So Krishna is also bound by Narada Muni's bhakti. So he took this golden grinding mortar between the Navalarjuna trees and released them. Okay. So whether somebody is a Vrajavasi devotee or like a normal devotee, Krishna feels a sense of obligation to such devotees. Oh, my devotee wanted me to do this, let me do this. Okay. He takes great pleasure in fulfilling the desires, genuine desires, selfless desires of his devotees. Okay. So now, after saying this, Satyavrata Muni is requesting the Lord to give prema bhakti. Tatha prema bhaktim svakame prayacha. He's saying that. I don't want moksha. He's again clarifying. So final shloka. Satyavrata Muni thought that I have given a good application with so many desires, my qualifications, disqualifications, and Krishna's qualifications, all that I have mentioned, but I have not attached a recommendation letter. For your application to get passed, you need a recommendation letter, right? So he wanted a recommendation letter. Whose recommendation should I take? Who is the best of all Krishna's devotees? Krishna accepts the recommendation of devotees. Let me take the recommendation letter from the best of all devotees of Krishna, that is Srimati Radharani. So that's why he takes the name of Radharani in the last shloka. Okay, that's the final shloka here. Namaste studamne spuraditi dhamne tvadiyodharayatha vishvasya dhamne namo radhikayai tvadiya priyayai namo nantalilaya devaya tubhyam. Who will recite last shloka? Aradhya.
No.
Okay. Meanwhile, let Kartik Kamakshi recite.
Namaste Sudamne Spuraditi Ramne Tvadiyodaraya Vishvasya Damne Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nandalilaya Devaya Tubhyam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Naman.
Prabhuji, after you.
Oh, okay. We'll combine. Yashoda, you recite, and he will recite after you.
Namaste Studamni Spuradipti Damni Tvadiyodaraya.
Two lines. Yes, continue, Yashoda.
Tvadiyodaraya ta Vishvasya Damni.
Okay, Naman, now you.
Namaste Studamne Swaradipti Dhamne Tvadiyodaraya Vishwasya Dhamne
Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam.
Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyayai Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you both. Manya?
Yes, Prabhuji. Namaste Sudhamne Suradipti Dhamne Tadiyodarayata Vishwasya Dhamne Namo Radhikaya Advaita Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tobhyam.
Okay, Namisha, last.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranama. Namaste Sudhamne Spuradiptidhamne Tvadiyodarayata Vishwasya Dhamne Namo Radhikaya Tvadiyaya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranama.
Thank you. Someone wanted to recite here. Sarita Mataji, I can't see you. Okay. Last.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Namaste Sudhamne Puradipidhamne Svadiyodaraya Savisasya Dhamne Namo Radhikaya Svadiyaya Priyaya Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam.
Namastestu Damne. Satyavrata Muni is finally offering obeisances to the Dama, the rope that is binding Krishna's belly. Spuradipti Dhamne. And what is this rope binding? It's this effulgent rope of Mother Yashoda is binding the belly of Krishna, and within that belly, all the universes are there. So that belly is an abode of all the universes, right? So, Tvadiya Udara Ayatha Vishwasya Dhamni, Vishwasya Dhama. So, just before this Leela, Krishna has displayed the entire universe within his belly to Mother Yashoda. So, I offer my obeisances to your belly and that rope and that love of Mother Yashoda. So, finally, recommendation letter comes. Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyayai Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam. Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyayai. That Radhika is extremely dear to you, and Namo Ananta Lilaya. Ananta Lila refers to unlimited pastimes of Krishna, but in this context, it specifically refers to the Rasalila, which is Ananta Lila. So where Krishna has danced with unlimited gopis for entire night of Brahma. So Krishna is such wonderful, he has such great power that he can squeeze the time of entire night of Brahma within that night from these human calculations, right? So he expanded that. So Namo Ananta Lilaya Devaya Tubhyam. Oh Lord, you are unlimited, unlimitedly merciful, you have unlimited qualities and pastimes. And Srimati Radharani is the ultimate reservoir of all love and devotion to Krishna. If we offer prayers to Krishna, especially during this Kartik month, by taking shelter of Radharani, we make tremendous amount of spiritual advancement. If one is favored by Srimati Radharani, she will personally approach Krishna. And Krishna Kamal, you can read this.
If one is favored by Srimati Radharani, she will personally approach Krishna. Please accept this devotee. He or she is better than me. Hearing this, Krishna cannot refuse to accept us.
Radharani is not only most exalted devotee of Krishna, she also has great humility. So she considers that so-and-so devotee is serving Krishna better than me, and thus she gives recommendation. That's why Satyavrata Muni is intelligently taking recommendation of Radharani, because she recommends. When Radharani recommends, Krishna cannot reject, isn't it? So this someone can read. Manya, you want to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. Any devotional activities performed in Damodar month attract special attention of Srimati Radharani, and she blesses her causeless mercy upon such a devotee.
Any devotional activities done in this Kartik month will attract special attention of Radharani. So, although chanting the holy names of the Lord is effective anytime, at any place, although studying Bhagavatam, going to Dham is effective at any time, at any time. But there are some special days, festival days, Janmashtami, Radhashtami, Kartik, entire month. So that gives us special opportunities to make tremendous amount of spiritual advancement. Like bumper sale is going on. Anytime we can go to shop and then purchase something, but some Diwali offers are there, some special offers are there. At that time you go, you get for cheaper rates. So even little amount of chanting also will bestow unlimited results. So that's why let us take advantage of this beautiful Damodar month and try to become closer to Krishna and go one step closer to Krishna in our journey. And I'm really sorry, I went almost 20 minutes beyond time. But sorry, we had a lot of syllabus to cover. So that tomorrow, Sarad Purnima day, we can discuss about Rasalila and Gopi Gita as much as possible. How Krishna's Rasa dance is not a immoral activity. We'll discuss multiple reasons and also discuss a few shlokas from Gopi Gita. We'll hear from these children also some recitations of Gopi Gita. So with this, we will do tomorrow. Thank you very much. Shri Damodarashtakam ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Kartik month ki jai. Any questions or comments? Manya, you have a question?
No problem.
Okay. Kartik, you have a question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji.
Okay. Padma Mataji? Yes, Padma Mataji.
What do you want?
Okay. Sucharita Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, similar to this Leela, are there any other Leelas that
There are so many Leelas, enchanting Leelas. So, what are you asking, Matla, exactly?
The way how, a devotee binds Krishna, how we understand that it's the love that binds Krishna and nothing else. Are there any?
Right in the next chapter, 11th chapter, we see Krishna is carrying sandals of Nanda Maharaj on his head. There also Sukadeva Goswami speaks. But there are many such pastimes where Krishna is controlled by the love. In the first canto of Bhagavatam also we see controlled by the Pandavas' love. Krishna acted as a chariot driver. Saratya parishad sevana sakhya dokya virasananu gamana stabana pranaman snigdheshu pandushu jagat pranatim cha vishnor bhaktim karoti nrupatis charanaravindehi. Means Krishna acted as a messenger, as a chariot driver, as a night watchman, as someone who received Agra Puja. He did all these services captivated by the love of these Pandavas. Similarly, Krishna is captivated by the love of Aditi and became Vamanadev, her servant, her son. So many are there, but of all those pastimes, especially Vatsalya pastimes, Damodar Lila is the epitome.
Okay. Prabhuji, one more question is like how Satyavat Muni is praying that, may I always see the Lord. And so how should we pray to Radharani and how should we also, welcome this month by
at the sadhaka stage, we can pray, Krishna, please allow me to focus on the holy name without any distractions. Let me do my sadhana nicely. Let me do my services nicely. Okay. These prayers also we can offer. Definitely we keep offering these prayers. But we should also request Krishna to be able to chant and do the regimen of sadhana given to us by the Acharyas. That also is one effective prayer. Okay, and prayers are more personal. Devotees can offer any prayer. Ultimately, we should request for Krishna Prema and a genuine service attitude. I want to genuinely serve you with the right mood, without any motivations, without any interruptions. That's the ultimate prayer of a devotee.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dhanavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Aradhi, you have a question? Sarita Mataji. Okay. Krishna Kaimal. Those who do not have questions can please lower the hand so that I can unmute only those devotees. Divya Gaurang Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for this really nice nectarian class, and it's amazing because it's recorded. We can keep hearing again and again. So very grateful to you. Prabhuji, just a quick question. I know you explained that Mother Yashoda, because of her Vatsalya, only she can bind Krishna, and Nanda Baba, only he can release because he is also Vatsalya Bhakta. And you said Balramji tried, but he could not. So,
he did not try at all. He did not even consider removing it. He was afraid.
Yeah. So my question is that he's got all the rasas for Krishna, right? All he has Vatsalya as well, Sakhya, Dasya, Madhurya, everything. So
Balramji, of course, he serves Krishna in all rasas. But when Mother Yashoda takes a decision, Balramji wouldn't interfere. That's the respect that Balramji had for Mother Yashoda. It's more than ability, it's etiquette.
Yeah, that's where I was getting confused. Okay, so it is the etiquette. And Prabhuji, the second thing is you said in
Balramji is not known for only Vatsalya rasa. He's everywhere. But Yashoda Mata, like full focus only on Vatsalya rasa. Definitely her rank in Vatsalya is much greater than even Balramji also.
Yeah, highest. Okay, thank you. So Kartik month, you said, Prabhuji, that it is very good for spiritual advancement, and we should go to Vrindavan. If we cannot go, then wherever we are, is it more important to keep the absorption in Krishna and intensify our sadhana rather than where we are and where we go and do it? If we can, it's great, but if we can't?
Now, if we can't, definitely, wherever we are, we can sing Damodarashtakam. Wherever we are, we can chant. So, basically, the mood is more important than the physical performance. Okay, physically, we may or may not be able to go to Dham. If we have an opportunity, we can go. But wherever we are, we can just happily perform bhakti. We can make equal amount of advancement. In fact, more advancement by being more focused. Mood, Krishna ultimately sees the mood. Okay.
And if we have the
yes, Mataji.
No, Prabhuji, continue.
No, nothing to get disappointed or whatever. When we are unable to do something physically, we can always do mentally, internally.
Yes, Prabhuji. And if we have the option to go, then one should take that opportunity to grow Vrindavan, right? If we have the option.
Yes, Mataji, definitely.
We should not get confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yashoda?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Very nice explanation of the whole Damodarashtakam. Prabhu, can you repeat the age of Krishna during this Leela?
It's not exactly mentioned, at least within what I read. Somewhere 2-3-year-old boy. Definitely less than 3 years, 4 months. Because all the Gokul pastimes happened in there for 3 years, 4 months. So Krishna is smaller than that. Less than 3, you can say.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jaligama Rama Mataji. Okay. Mandaleshwar Prabhu. Sangeeta Ahuja Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandathunu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah. Someone can ask.
Prabhu, can I take last time was missed a question? Can I take now, Prabhu?
Yeah, please.
Yes, Prabhu. It is Damodar month is very important month, and we see in the Leela of Kartik month. But Prabhu, how to devotee understand the things that if you last time I told the class that he was crying, and every mother is also do the same activity. How could we understand as a devotee point of view to that is transcendental and we are doing is materialistic? How could make a difference in that? And what is the law difference between Yashoda Ma and what is difference with a mother who is ordinary mother who is taking the care, and what the devotee's mother taking the care? Please.
So, any mother can have a similar amount of or similar type of affection for the child. So there is a resemblance between a normal mother and Yashoda Mata in one sense. But when I read first time also, I was somewhat thinking in these lines. So this mother Yashoda became the mother of Krishna, and she could serve Krishna in this way. Any mother can, if they also get opportunity to serve, to become mothers of Krishna, they would also serve Krishna in that same way. But it's not that easy. It's easier said than done. Mother Yashoda is the eternal mother of Krishna. Okay, any mother of any child can be mother of that child for one lifetime. Okay, maximum, or maybe for a few lifetimes if that is a special case. But the relationship between a mother and child in the material circles, in the conditioned state, is generally restricted to one lifetime. But Mother Yashoda is the mother of Krishna forever, for the rest of eternity, since time immemorial. So there is no beginning of this relationship, there is no ending of this relationship. And she is the ideal, original prototype of Vatsalya Rasa for Krishna. So there is no comparison between her Vatsalya and the Vatsalya that we see here, although there is some similarities. A lot of similarities are there, but Mother Yashoda has affection for Krishna even when she sees 100-year-old child Krishna. Okay, so generally mother's attention and affection for a son is there in the initial days, like in the childhood more. When the son is little grown up, the son's dependence on the mother will be reduced, and the feelings and emotions between mother and son also are not as fresh and as intense as they were in childhood, right? So other factors coming in material circles. But in spiritual world, it's not like that. Eternally, Mother Yashoda has such intense motherly feelings towards Krishna, and Krishna also such intense motherly feelings towards Yashoda. So, does it make sense, Prabhu? Okay, next, Gayatri Mataji. Okay. I can't hear. Sangeeta Mataji. Am I unable to hear, or?
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Actually, I just unmuted. Okay, Danvat Pranam, Prabhuji. Just need to check, like, apart from doing Deepdan and singing Damodarashtakam and visiting the Dham Yatra, could you please recommend some scriptures that we can read to improve our spirituality?
Bhagavatam is the best book to read. Maybe if you like, you can read the Krishna book. Krishna book written by Prabhupada has all the beautiful pastimes of Krishna explained in a very concise way. That's a good thing to read during Kartik month.
So particularly in Bhagavatam, the 10th canto, that is the...
Yeah, 10th canto generally, chronologically we should read. First canto, second canto, third canto, like that. But occasionally, say Kartik month, we can read Damodar Lila, few selected pastimes. Okay, but better to take personal guidance from those devotees who know you well. So the local senior devotees or counselors or mentors, if you take guidance from them, they can give a personalized suggestion. But in general, we read Bhagavatam sequentially, but occasionally we may read certain chapters, okay, considering the occasion. And Krishna book is recommended generally. Okay, even if you have not read initial cantos, you can always read Krishna book, because Prabhupada has presented Krishna's pastimes with sufficient philosophy. Okay, so that we don't take Krishna's childhood pastimes for granted.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Does Kamakshi have a question or what?
No, Prabhuji.
Please, others, please lower your hands if you don't have questions. Aishwarya Mataji.
What would you like to know about Aishwarya Kamdevi?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
What would you...
Prabhuji.
We can't hear you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. My question is, when you said that Mother Yashoda went to neighboring houses to bring the rope to tie up again Krishna, then why did Krishna that time run away from that to escape
probably
the Mother Yashoda?
Yes, when Mother Yashoda is collecting ropes or bringing ropes from different places, one thing is Gopal Champu says she is calling her servants to bring ropes. She is calling Lavangavati Kurangavati. She had some servants who is bringing ropes and Mother Yashoda is joining and binding them. So that is a reference. But even if Mother Yashoda had to personally go and get ropes also, Krishna is bound by Mother Yashoda's order. Before even Krishna is bound by Mother Yashoda's rope. So Mother Yashoda can make Krishna stand also sometimes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prabhuji. It was really wonderful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for this wonderful class we can hear from you. It's really great. And we are so thankful.
Thank you, Mataji. Namrata Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
How did Balram's mother got to know what is Krishna speaking, because he was small, more than 3 months, 4 years?
Not months, years. He's a couple of years, he's able to speak also. During the chase also, Krishna spoke so many things. Very cleverly, he spoke so many things to Mother Yashoda. He was able to speak, not that small. We discussed in the previous session. Okay, Mataji.
Thank you.
Thank you. Then Gayatri Mataji. We are unable to hear you for some reason. Sindhu Mataji. Okay, Srihit Prabhu. Srihit Giridharan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Who is Mother Yashoda in her past life? I didn't hear the first part. So
yes.
I always
Mother Yashoda is always Mother Yashoda, eternally, since time immemorial, for the rest of eternity. She is not like a sadhaka bhakta who did some austerities in the past life and became Yashoda today. Okay, there is no past life for Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Vasudev, Devaki, Radharani, all the Gopas and Gopis. In the past incarnations of Krishna, they must have appeared in some forms to assist Krishna in his pastimes. But they are always present in these very forms in the spiritual world. Okay, there is a reference that says that Dhara and Drona, they did some austerities to please Lord Brahma, and they became Yashoda and Nanda. But it's not that they became Yashoda and Nanda. These are sadhaka bhaktas who joined Yashoda and Nanda to experience Vatsalya Prema for Krishna. Yashoda Mata has not done any sadhana to become Yashoda. She is always Yashoda. She is always Mother Yashoda. Okay, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
And Juhu Rupanshi Sharma Prabhu, Mataji. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you've unmuted me, so I'll take this opportunity to ask this question.
Sure, Mataji.
Which is, yeah. So, can you tell us more about Satyavrat Muni? This was a question posted to me by another Mataji in a personal chat by mistake. But I am also interested in knowing this. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Satyavrat Muni, I also don't know much. Somewhere in Padma Purana, we only keep hearing Damodarashtakam. About the personality, I also don't know much. We can do some research. Okay. Thank you. Then Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Say Prabhuji, you said that Yashoda Mata is the epitome of Vatsalya Rasa, but what about Devaki Mataji? She has given birth to Krishna. So is she also on the same platform as Yashoda Mata?
No. Mother Yashoda is first rank.
Oh, first. Okay.
After that, we have other Rohini Mata, then other Vatsalya Gopis of Vrindavan. So after that comes the position of Devaki. Because Devaki Mata is also eternal mother of Krishna with Aishwarya Bhava. Yashoda Mata is eternal mother of Krishna with Kevala Vatsalya Bhava. Okay. And the difference between the motherly affections of these two mothers is also eternal. It's also Nitya Siddha. So Yashoda's position as mother of Krishna is the highest because she never considers Krishna as God. When a mother starts giving more importance to the position and glory of the son more than her own motherly affection for the son, then that is not the best. She is not in her best spirits as mother, right? So whether the son is so great or not, mother should always have the authority to chastise the son, okay, to control the son, okay, to scold the son. So that is pure Vatsalya. Mother Yashoda can always chastise him, do anything to Krishna as mother, because she always sees Krishna as her son only, not as God, creator, maintainer, destroyer, etc. Okay, she doesn't get into reverential mood. Okay, that's why Mother Yashoda's position is higher than Devaki's position. Although Devaki is also eternal mother. And as you said, Devaki has given birth to Krishna. Mother Yashoda also has given birth to Krishna. Krishna was simultaneously born to Devaki and Yashoda on the same day. So Krishna was born in a two-handed form to Mother Yashoda and in a four-handed form to Mother Devaki in Mathura. Okay, so Mother Yashoda also has given birth to Krishna. Okay, Mataji.
Yes, Baba.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare
I
Krishna.
think all questions are answered. Sindhu Mataji, we cannot hear you. So we will discuss.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I wanted to know about Radha Rani. She is the highest, but her tattva is so means unknown to people. Her in Srimad Bhagavatam and Shri Bhagavad Gita, which are the highest, this thing, no mention of her is there. Why it is so?
It's very confidential. Radharani's subject matter is very confidential, except a few scriptures. All scriptures do not speak about her so much. But there are some scriptures that describe Radha Tattva, especially Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Adilila has a lot of description about Srimati Radharani and her identity and her glory, all that is mentioned. So that's the reason why it's not liberally discussed everywhere. Okay,
so we should read Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yeah, provided after reading the basic books like Gita, Bhagavatam and all, then we can go. Of course, they are not basic books. They are most important books, but Chaitanya Charitamrita comes little later. Okay, thank you, Manas. Hare Krishna. We will meet tomorrow with the Sarad Purnima topics. Hare Krishna.